Hey Canucks fans, what a difference 24 hours makes. Let's break down last night's 4-3 shootout loss to the Ottawa Senators. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, April the 20th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. All right, going to break down the game, going to talk about the Canucks playoff chances, and then I'm going to talk about my horrible bowling last night. So let's get into it. Canucks lose 4-3 to the Ottawa Senators, but it wasn't due to lack of effort. The Canucks dominated stretches of this game, especially the second period. They outshot the Ottawa Senators 37-31, but in the end, it was really a lack of finish and a lack of capitalizing on opportunities that did the Canucks in. What I liked, I liked the play of Jaroslav Halak before he had to leave the game after the first period. It looks like something happened to his blocker hand, so that's unfortunate because there's a lot of talk about whether or not he should start or how he was going to do, and he was just fine, making some really good stops in the first period. Brock Boeser and JT Miller, 2 points apiece, a goal and an assist. Boeser now 5 points in his last 2 games since coming back to the lineup. And nice to see JT Miller get back on the stat sheet. And then Quinn Hughes also with 2 assists, closing in on Doug Lister's all-time mark for a Canucks defenseman. So from a points perspective, that was good. And Hughes played 30 minutes, which is just crazy. So those are I like Halak's game, Boeser, Miller, and Hughes, of course. When Demko came in, he only has an .824 save percentage. Bruce Boudreau was talking about how much he was adamant that Demko was not sick, that the Spencer Martin recall was just in case. I don't know who would be then for, but because he can only come in for a goalie. But Boudreau was very quick to dismiss the fact that Demko might be sick. Maybe he's kind of protecting his netminder and doesn't want any speculation as the Canucks head off to this very important 2-game road trip. But a couple of things that I didn't like. Obviously, I didn't like the fact that that Halak got hurt. I didn't like the fact that Ottawa scored 3 consecutive goals starting in the second period and then 2 quick goals at the start of the third period, a minute and 32 seconds apart. Man, that Alex Formenton is a fast skater. That is for sure. Canucks special teams, sure, they killed off the one Ottawa power play. They scored 1 power play goal themselves, but I still think their special teams could have been a bit better, and especially scoring at opportune times, of course. You would like to see that. And for me, I'm not going to blame the Canucks' effort at all. I just think that that this was a matter of a lost opportunities. And you think of the way that the Canucks didn't score on a couple key power plays. You think of the way, especially in the shootout, where JT Miller scores, Josh Norris misses. So if PD can score, that's it. It shuts the Senators out, but no, PD misses. And then Batherson scores on the very last chance for Ottawa. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, PD had a chance to end it. Demko had a chance to end it by saving Batherson's shot. And then you go to the next round, then there's Garland and Tkachuk both missing. Okay. And then, a lot of people were saying, why put Nick Petan in? Basically, AHLer, fourth line guy, whereas Podkolzin has been one of the hottest players. I have time for that argument. I really do. But also, I think the coaches, they know the stats, they know tendencies, they know who's playing well. And maybe it was a hunch that Petan would have put the puck behind the Ottawa goaltender. But no, he does not score. And then, of course, Adam Gaudette, of all players, the guy who's barely scored any points this season, scores on Thatcher Demko, giving Ottawa the win, but more importantly, putting a serious dent in the Canucks' playoff chances. So let's talk about that. So I talked about what I liked, I talked about what I didn't like, and let's talk about one other thing, and let's talk about where the Canucks sit now. So remember at the end of Monday night, I was all hyper, I was all excited because the Canucks had just beaten the Dallas Stars, and I kept saying the Canucks controlled their own destiny. Well, they don't anymore because of their loss, even though they got a point, of their loss and LA's win. Now, if LA and the Canucks win out, well, even if Vancouver beats LA in their final game and LA wins the rest of their 3 games, LA is going to finish with 98 points and we can max out at 97. So that means we not only have to beat LA when we play them, not only do we have to not let them get a single point, but we have to hope that they falter at least one more time more than the Canucks do. So let's set it up. LA has 4 games remaining at 92 points. Vegas and Vancouver have 5 games remaining at 87 points. So both Vegas and Vancouver 5 points behind LA with 1 game in hand. The good thing is we play LA once, so that's the proverbial 4-point game. But like I said, because LA can max out at 98 now, we're going to need them to falter at least one more time. Here's another thing, and I was on the radio this morning, CBC early show with Stephen Quinn, and this is what I said. It's quite remarkable when the Canucks won 6 games in a row, because they're playing against teams that are also, for the most part, fighting for playoff positioning, fighting for players, fighting for contracts. And they're trying, those 20 guys on the other team wearing the other jersey are trying just as hard as the Vancouver Canucks are. So you think every game should be a 50-50, kind of a toss-up. So for the Canucks to string 6 games together, 6 wins together, that is pretty remarkable stuff. And that's why when we said they have to win 12 straight or 11 of the next 12, that's why it's so daunting, because every single game is a 50-50 when you think about it, more or less. So for the Canucks to dodge the odds or to beat the odds or to play so well, and even with last night's loss, at least they get a point. So they've got 13 out of a possible 14 points in their last 7 games. So now what's ahead of them is 5 games remaining. You think the Canucks got to go 5-0 or at least 4-0-1. They need 9 or 10 points to get to 96 points for a realistic shot at the playoffs. So I guess I just want to drop some perspective here. As excited as I was last night, Monday night, when the Canucks beat Dallas and were in control of their own destiny. Last night, of course, I was disappointed, not only in my bowling game, but in the Canucks loss. But let's keep perspective here in that it was going to be an uphill battle. I'm not conceding defeat already, but I've always said that it's not impossible, but it's highly improbable. And the 5 to 6% odds of the Canucks making the playoffs do bear that out right now. So tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing about last night's game. Lastly, I want to give a quick bowling update. I sucked. Last night I got swept. I only averaged 153, so it was my worst bowling outing of the night. I can't blame anything. I felt good. I was excited about it. The Canucks game wasn't distracting me. I just was not good last night. The Canucks were much better than I was, but I was horrible. My whole team was horrible. My anchor got swept as well, and then our middle guy played against Sean, and Sean took 6 of those 10 points. So yes, if you add it all up, we got smoked 46-4 yesterday. So thankfully, the only good news about that is it's the end of our second mini season. We have one more chance. Another 5-week season starts in a couple weeks, and we have a chance to redeem ourselves and still make it to the playoffs. But we have to play bowl very well in the last third of the season. So there we go. A quick update. Canucks were okay. At least they got a point. Me, I couldn't even get a point. I got swept 10-0. Our team got smoked 46-4. And I give props to Sean and his team for absolutely handing it to us last night. So if you made it this far, 8 minutes in, why don't you type in faith. If you have faith that the Canucks, or hope, whatever, type in whatever you want. Faith, hope, put in both. If you have faith or hope that the Canucks can still pull us off, let me hear it. Put it in the comments, and also tell me what you like, tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. And Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Jess Incredible, legendary Andrew Chang, and Hall of Fame members Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Hsmfangirl Gaming, smoovegroove, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this during my videos or in the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. I have my first roller hockey game in 3 years tonight, so I'll be live streaming tomorrow night instead. So join me Thursday night at 10 p.m. where we'll talk about the Canucks versus the Minnesota Wild. As always, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member or upgrade if you'd like to, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.